Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. Currently sitting in my tent on top of the first of the Seven Sisters, just next to the Cuckmere River. And yeah, it's the last day. Been walking the South Downs Way, which is a 100-mile sort of through hike from Winchester to Eastbourne. Going to finish it today. Last little bit to do. Today I'm going to walk along the Seven Sisters down into Eastbourne. And yep, I am sore. Beaten up and sore. Got a swollen ankle. Got many blisters. But all is good. Slept like a log last night. I was asleep about 10 seconds after my head hit my pillow, and slept right through. I say it's 6 o'clock now, so had 8 hours. That's nice. Just got to get some coffee on without the stove falling over. Yeah, I've been travelling with Warren from Linley's 360. Morning, Warren. And yeah, we're both feeling it a bit, but we are getting there, definitely getting there. It's been a trip. So yeah, gonna sit, drink some coffee, eat porridge, and then we'll attempt to do these sisters. Start again. I've been away just shy of a week, so we've done 6 days. I think today's Tuesday and we left last Wednesday. So 6 days doing it in our own pace, and it's been about right actually. What we planned. We didn't quite stay in all the places we thought we were going to stay. Day one we got further than we thought we would. Day two we got slightly further than we thought as well, but the rest of it has pretty much gone to plan. As far as I can tell, it has, isn't it?
Spot on,
yeah.
I think, yeah. Then.
We've done a combination of campsite, hostel and wild camps, which has been nice. So we've had facilities at certain times of the trip for, you know, charging camera batteries and power banks and things. We've had some nice views, and yeah, mostly had nice weather. Day two was a shocker, and that sort of ruined both of our feet for the rest of the trip. But blister and, you know, that sort of thing, they're okay, they're manageable. I've been slavering them in Vaseline just to stop the rubbing, and they've been fine. My ankle was a bit of an unforeseen thing. I had it strapped up all day yesterday, but it's very painful to walk on. It's all puffy again this morning. So I've put ibuprofen gel on it already, and the bandage that I'd strapped on it tight yesterday, I took off last night, but I'm going to reuse it this morning, strap it up. But in terms of physical stuff, the question I asked myself at the start of this was, you know, could I do it? You know, because I'm, whatever I am, 47, I think. You know, and I'm not really a, what you call a pro walker. You know, I don't do days and days of walking. It's not really me. I do, you know, sitting in the woods, eating meat. But yeah, first day, fine, because I've done, you know, 10-12 mile days, and I'll do one of them and it's fine, and then I'll go home and, you know, recover. But to do it consecutively is something I was interested to see if I was capable of. But yeah, day one fine, day two really achy and sore, but after that, day 3, 4, 5, other than the, you know, the obvious feet issues, energy levels are totally fine. I think your body just gets into its rhythm. It knows what is being expected of it. You just get on with it. That's been our mantra for this trip. Just get on with it. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that I am capable of doing these sorts of things. We passed 2 groups of people, or we passed more than that, but there was a pair of lads that were way younger than me. We passed them yesterday and they were struggling a bit. They'd had a bit of sort of heat stroke issues and things, and I think they were stopping yesterday, and they hadn't started at the beginning. I think they'd started in Amberley halfway. But yeah, they were younger than me and they were struggling a bit. So I kind of felt, oh yeah, you know, maybe I am fitter than I thought. But then there was a young couple yesterday who overtook us, and they'd started on Friday, so they were, you know, 2 days behind us at the start, and they overtook us yesterday. So they'd have finished it yesterday. So it would have took them either 3 days or 4 days, I think. So, you know, that makes me think, okay, yeah, fine, different class. But you know, they were young. They were, I put them at 19, 20. So that's what you get, isn't it, for being young and supple. But I'm really pleased to have got here. Really pleased. Quite proud of myself. Not proud of Warren at all, because I've seen him walk this sort of distance about once a week. So he's a machine. My big fear was I wouldn't be able to keep up with him, but we're actually sort of going along together, and these last couple of days we've been sort of nursing each other along a little bit. So yeah, I know what I'm saying, just talking for the sake of it. But yeah, I do stink. It must be said. I've had a couple of showers, but I've only got this much clothing. I've got 1 pair of trousers, 1 pair of shorts. I had 2 pairs of pants. One lot went in the bin. And I had 2 pairs of socks. Both I got some little inner socks, like freaky toe socks, to try and prevent blisters that go underneath my walking socks. I've sort of dipped in and out of using them. But 2 pairs of walking socks, and they are pleasant. I'll auction them off, and if anyone wants to win them, I won't wash them. Put in the comments, I want your socks. I'll send you a pair of unwashed, horrendously stinky socks. Yeah. So yeah, I do stink, but I'm a happy boy. It's all good. In hindsight, probably carried a bit too much gear. I needed my waterproofs, that's for sure. But you know, this lightweight hoodie, I've worn this every night, and it's ever so warm. But for some reason, I started the trip wearing another hoodie, like a zip-up lightweight one. I don't know why. I didn't need it. I've pretty much carried it. I've put it on at odd times, but equally I could have just put this on. So that was a mistake. Too much food. There's so much food opportunity here. I think I carried 3 dehydrated meals and I've eaten 2 of them. No, I carried 4 dehydrated meals. I've eaten 2 of them. But I only ate the one last night because I felt like I had to. You know, we're down in the village. There was a pub and they were serving food. If I didn't have a dehydrated meal, I could have eaten at the pub. And I quite fancied that, but it was better to press on, get here and eat the dehydrated. But yeah, two meals. That's all I've needed in a week. And that's, you know, lunches as well as dinners. Breakfast wise, I've had 2 porridge. I think I bought 4 with me, but they don't weigh much. I'm only eating the little sachets. So yeah, probably too much food really. And what else I've not really used? I can't really think. I bought about 2 kilos of trail mix, and I have eaten most of that because just munch it, keep the calories going in. I bought a big bag of crisps that I crushed and put in a Ziploc bag. They were a godsend. I munched on them quite a bit, just a spoonful every now and again when we stopped, because crisps have got huge amounts of calories in them for what they are, and they're lightweight, so I was pleased I bought them. Water, I had the right amount. I had 2 of these 850 bottles, plus just a Lucasade Sport squash bottle, 2 300ml, and I had one of them little squirty squashes, so I kept that topped up with squash, with 2 of these, and then I had a 1 litre bladder that I kept empty a lot of the time, just carried it empty. And then there were stretches where there were no taps, or we knew we weren't passing through villages or whatever, or we were going up to camp, where I would then fill that up, you know, in the village or at the tap a couple of hours before the camp thing. So I filled that up yesterday. I had it filled up on the very hot day as well. So that's a total of what, 2.5 litres is what I carried water wise, and that was about the right amount, to be fair. There are loads of taps, water points, but you've got to look out for them. Blink and you miss them. Some of them, they're in bushes and all sorts, but you pass through villages, you know, it doesn't hurt. You know, I'm not afraid. I would have knocked on someone's door and just said, can you fill that up for me? The pub filled them up for us yesterday. There was a water point down in the car park here, but didn't stop at it, but mostly because we'd gone in and had a pint a couple of miles before. So yeah, water management was about right. It's really good. That's about it. The heaviest stuff I carried really was a blooming camera stuff. You know, power bank weighs an absolute ton. 4 camera batteries, a little flying mini droney thing, tripods. So yeah, I'm guessing, but I think my pack was about 15 kilos. And when I was planning this trip, I didn't want it to be any higher than 12, but it's my own stupid fault. It's the last minute, oh I might need that, oh I might need that syndrome. You just keep chucking stuff in. I planned that I would need 3 meals, and I still took 4, because you just do, don't you? You just, I'll just chuck an extra one in. So, you know, it's all learning, mate, isn't it? Anyway, that's quite enough waffle, isn't it? Did I tell you I stink? Yeah. Finish breakfast, start walking. And yeah, it's going to be pretty today. Pretty walk. So stick around. See you in a bit. Right, and we're away. Let's do the Seven Sisters. Feels good to be on the last day, and it feels good to not have a lot to do, so it's gonna take a while. It's good though, relaxing. It's a relaxing walk. The rest of it seemed to be, you know, getting through a marathon, whereas this is like just going for a stroll. Very nice. I'm glad it's a nice day as well. Last time I came here, I walked this route, it absolutely chucked it down. You couldn't see a thing, but it's pretty. It's the first time I've seen it in the sunshine like this. It's really nice. Well, that was Flagstaff Point, and we just met a guy up there who was walking the other way, and we were discussing how far we think it is to the Berlin Gap, and he said it's about a mile. So there's a mile to the Berlin Gap, and he also said the cafe's open, so we're a mile away from a coffee and maybe a little cheeky snack. Lovely jubbly. And that's it there in the distance, and look at this, tide's sort of out. I like all the green inner ring of rocks, which you probably can't see. And that Berlin Gap, the guy was saying it used to be a much bigger village, but as the cliffs have eroded, the buildings have just fallen away. And you can see, like, look at that bit there in front of me. You can see the crack where it's just another sort of little sheath of it is going to just drop off. Sausage, bacon and egg bat. Nice. About 4.5 miles to go. We're at the Berlin Gap just there. I've just got that little bit to do. Nice. Just left the Berlin Gap. Had a nice little feed in there. And we're heading up towards Bell 2. Is it Bell 2? Yes, I think it is. Which is a old lighthouse. I think it's residence now. But yeah, it's not the prettiest building, but it's got a cool story. It was moved. It used to be further out towards the sea, I think. And because of erosion, I think they moved it inland a bit. Which must have took some doing. But yeah, we're going to pass by that in a minute, and then on towards Beachy Head, There's a trig point at Beachy Head. We'll have a little look over the edge, and then I might stop into the Beachy Head pub for a victory pint. Maybe even something else to eat. Feels like a victory lap today. Going very slow and stopping at every outlet available. So yeah, we might have we've had a second breakfast, so we might have a lunch, small lunch maybe, at the pub, and a beer or two, and then it's just 1 mile to go. There's a sign back there, you can rent that place out as a holiday cottage. That's pretty cool. You have to put up with a lot of tourists wandering by and taking photos and filming you though. I think that'd be par for the course. Couple up there having a lovely time. Just gave him a little wave. They wave back. Oh, they're having a little smooch now. Best avert our eyes. Nice though, isn't it? I mean, it's an ugly building, but if you're in there, I suspect it'll be pretty stunning. You can see there where the old footpath just stops, and just on the other side you can make out where it would have carried on. So that bit of the footpath is no longer in use, I'd say. That's pretty brutal, isn't it? My learned companion here tells me that that Bell 2 lighthouse was moved in 1999. It's 25 years ago, to stop it falling in the sea, and it's right on the edge again, so shows how much erosion really goes on. Right, we're heading up towards Beachy Head now, and then it's time for a beer, isn't it?
It'll be beer o'clock coming up.
I'm just saying, Warren, we're on the victory lap.
We absolutely are.
I said beer, you increased your pace.
I did, yeah. The end is there. The end is in sight.
I know. Can't wait.
Well, the bar anyway, not the very end.
Yeah, that's right. It's all downhill.
Yeah,
You just roll down into town. Yeah, we are almost there. Shout out James, nice to talk to you. Some guy just wandered up going, "You got a YouTube channel?" And yeah, we just walked for 10 minutes discussing Lanshans and the pitching of. But yeah, he's a local who's just got himself a Lanshan and has been buzzing about. I think he said Normandy, didn't he?
Yeah,
France.
Normandy,
Been
yeah.
camping out in France, innit? But yeah, nice to meet you, James. Nice to chat. Right, we are just about at the pub. Warren?
Yes.
This is a serious question.
Serious question.
Given that you've walked 98, 99 miles of the
Yes.
100, would you like a pint?
I think we should mutually
clink point glasses together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, trick,
yes.
trick point first.
The
Where's the
answer
trick
is
point?
yes. There's a trick point here.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
it's.
is Oh, that'd be nice.
Where is it? I remember there
know.
being one.
Is there a trick
It's
point?
right near the pub.
Where are we? What's the trick point name?
Oh, shut your face. Right. Gonna tap the trig point and immediately cut to chinking glasses.
Yep, we will.
In 3, 2, wait for it. 1. Mile point 99. Salute. Okay, that was nice. Very nice. Right, let's do this last mile. Lovely couple of pints at the pub. Last little bits to do. Just want to take this opportunity to say thanks to Warren for getting me through the trip, talking at me incessantly, sometimes for hours at a time. I've heard his entire life story. It's like my own personal podcast. But yeah, on the days where there was a lot of distance to cover and you know it was difficult, he just kept rabbiting away, telling me about his life, and yeah, it was good. Passed the time beautifully. So thanks, Warren, appreciate it. But yeah, Eastbourne is right in front of me. Ow! I'm sore, I'm blistered, I'm beaten up. I'm still walking, about half a mile to go, and the end is in sight. And I'm extremely proud of myself. I didn't know if I was capable of this kind of walk at the outset. I genuinely was, you know, concerned that it was too much for me. But other than, you know, the blisters and the ankle pain, physically and mentally, I feel totally fine. So I guess I'm fitter than I thought. Yeah. Last little bit. Let's go touch the sign at the end. And then I'm going to make my way home. Do you know, I might have a shower. This is it, mile point 100, South Downs Way, complete. 100 miles, bosh, that was easy. Well, that's it, 100 miles done. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
Well done.
That's
you.
good. Yeah,
did
well done
really
you.
Well. Yes, 100 miles done. Can't say it was easy really, but yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to go home and recover. Yep. Cheers, Warren.
Yeah, nice one, Dan. Super good. Thank you.
See you all later.
I mean, really, not too much sun.